Hello guys, short but at the same time very interesting and helpful video for you about Russian language. Do you remember when I told you about one of the very interesting and helpful Russian word that we use almost every day when we talk about something? When, for example, I want to tell you a very interesting story, and this word sounds like tipa, and this word we can put in the beginning of the sentence, in the middle of the sentence. Yes, it's like sort of in English, or well, so. I know that native English speakers very often use this kind of words like well, so, and blah blah blah. Yes, in Russian language we have this kind of the same words like tipa, and different and other words. Yes, in this video I decided to share with you still one very interesting and at the same time very helpful, useful word that we, I mean native Russian speakers, use almost every day when we want to tell you something interesting, when I tell you interesting story, or when I just talk about something. And this word sounds like короче. You need to remember that first letter O we pronounce like a. Короче. First of all, you should know that this word we put in the beginning of the sentence or in the middle of the sentence. This word we use when we talk about something. When, for example, I want to tell you very interesting story, like короче, я пошел туда, я сделал то-то, я сказал ему, и короче он мне сказал, understand? Just, it's like sort of, it's like well, so, and it's like a word that we use between Russian phrases, between Russian words, just to continue something. When I want to continue my story, when I tell you this story, and for example, I do pause in my story, and I try to remember something, and I can say this word like короче, and or in different situations. I hope you understand it, because I know that English language has this kind of words like well, so, sort of, and different words when we want to continue our story. Yes, and I know that native Russian speakers use this word very often. And if you will communicate with your Russian friends, if you will use this word with your friends from Russia, Belarus, Ukraine, I mean with native Russian speakers, these friends will surprise about it, because if you don't believe me, please ask about this word your friends, native Russian speakers, I mean, and these friends will tell you the same like me, understand, about this word короче. And this word really very popular from native Russian speakers. And as for me, I also very often use this word when I tell my friends about something, about very interesting story, or when I talk about absolutely everything, understand? Короче. And it's very interesting because sometimes we pronounce this word with very special intonation. When I, for example, want to tell you very interesting story, so interesting story that you can't imagine, yes, I pronounce this word with special intonation, like короче, understand? Not like just короче, no. When we pronounce this word like короче, and I continue my story, yes. When I pronounce this word with this kind of intonation, it means that, oh my god, now I will hear so interesting story, understand? And I know that, for example, my friends, my different, who I know very well, use this word with this kind of intonation, and you can hear this word from Russian movies, and these people, I mean native Russian speaker, use this word with this kind of intonation. You can hear it from Russian movies, understand? So I know that this word was short, but because I really busy, but I don't forget about you. I know that you want to know Russian language like real native Russian speakers, and I try to share with you really not basic Russian words, not basic Russian phrases, because you can find this information about basic Russian rules, words, phrases in internet, or whatever, absolutely everywhere. But more special words, more special phrases, I try to share with you with this kind of words, understand, with this kind of phrases that you maybe can't find in internet from Russian bloggers, for example, Russian teachers, and so on. Because if you will use this kind of words that I share with you right now, very not seldom, but not basic, understand? It's not basic, but these words really native Russian speakers use very, very often. And with these words, with these phrases, you will look like real native speakers. If this video was very interesting and helpful for you, please support me, subscribe to my channel, put like, and bye bye.